Real talk.
I love wrestling more than I love music.
You love wrestling more than music.
Real talk.
We're all family, even though we aren't blood.
Right.
You know, we all come from the same roots.
Real talk.
It's like pedals.
Oh my
Bicycle
God.
pedals has big lips.
Oh my God. Oh God.
They just didn't care.
Real talk. Brought to you by Rocks TV and Throwdown Theater. Here's your hosts, Cruising the Barrio.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to another edition of Real Talk. That's right. Yeah, it's been a while. We've been away for a little bit, but we got so much adventure to tell you about. We got so much fun to tell you about. And keeping it on a positive tip, we've got so much that we just want to share with you guys. And hopefully you're having a wonderful day like we are. And let me tell you something. I would not, this train would not be rolling if it weren't for guys that I roll with. That's right. Guys that I roll with. And one of these guys happens to be the conductor of this said caboose. This is the one and only Mr. Bobby Rocks. Bobby Rocks, how you doing, man?
I'm doing wonderful. Any day above ground is a great day.
Indeed, man, indeed. And of course, man, the legend himself, yes, the legend who, by the way, you guys out there, make sure you always keep this man in your good thoughts and prayers because he is most certainly a good man. And he's one of my best friends, and he is my brother, the one and only A.T. Huck. How you doing, A.T. Huck?
Rudy, thank you. As always, you know, the great introduction. I'm glad to be back. Like you said, we got a whole lot to talk about. You know, a little time has gone by since we've been on Real Talk. But we were gathering up some good stuff, and we're going to give it to him today.
We most certainly are. And let me tell you something. I would, first off, getting back into the swing of things and all of this stuff, I'm so happy that we're back doing what we do. Last week, I was blessed that I was a part of one of the music videos through Rocks TV that we were filming. And, man, it just regenerated my juices, man.
Right,
you know,
good.
It made me excited again, you know, and you know, especially when you're dealing with guys like King Gordy, who we were doing the video for, and what's his partner's name?
Ill Temper.
Ill Temper, yeah,
Temper, I like that name.
from Philadelphia. I keep telling that kid, man, just bring us out to Philly and we'll film. It'll be nice. It'll
I'm
be
waiting
fun.
to get a cheesesteak.
But anyways, so, you know, and I had just gotten out of the hospital. Yes, Rudy Hill and others stand at the hospital. And let me tell you guys something. I want to thank each and every one of you guys for all your prayers and thoughts and well wishes. And, man, it's just wonderful when you look up and you see so many people care. It feels good and it warms the heart. It most certainly does. And I'm humbled by it. And so anyways, so I get out of the hospital, and the first thing, I go to the house, I'm chilling with Carlito and we're talking, and he's like, "Oh man, tomorrow's AEW in Detroit." I said, "Oh man, that's right. Let me talk to Nyla Rose, the Native Beast, former IBW. Well, she's still an IBW superstar.
Oh, yeah.
And she's former AEW Women's Champion, and she happens to be a personal good friend of mine." And so I had asked her, "Hey, could you hook us up with some tickets? And, you know, would you be able to bless us with that? And if not, no worries, no problem, you know." And she was like, "Of course, Rudy, man, anything. We'll make it work." And shout out to Nyla. Thank you so much for the tickets, because they came through. And they came through in a nice way, man. And, you know, good seats, good times. Let me explain the day. Well, not the day. Let me explain from the time we got there and we're sitting in Huck's ride and we're kicking back and we're smoking out and we're listening to some jams. And me and Huck, we're giddy because we're going to wrestling, man.
Exactly.
You know,
Couldn't
we're two little kids, man, in the car.
Right.
We're almost there.
We're still fans, even though we've been in the business collectively over 70 years.
Indeed, yes, sir. Yes,
Collectively.
sir. Yes, you're right.
So
You're right.
yeah, we do get excited when
We
we get
do.
a chance to
We-
go and just be and enjoy the show.
Indeed. So we're sitting there and we're enjoying our jazz cigarettes and kicking back in downtown Motor City. And let me tell you something, the Motor City was on fire that night. The Motor City was on fire. I got to tell you something. I was seeing people walking all over downtown Detroit. It was feeling good. It was making me feel like back in the 70s. Remember when we walked down and go down to Hudson's?
Exactly. And
you know,
people would be all in the streets.
Yeah, man.
Downtown Detroit days. Remember that?
DDD, yes,
DDD
yes,
days.
yes. Hell
Just
yeah,
people
man.
everywhere. But Detroit has a new vibe.
It does.
It's
It
really
does.
revived.
It has, and you know, would my father appreciate the new Detroit? No, he wouldn't. He would hate it.
Yeah, mine either.
You know, he would hate it. But I try not to hate on it because I'm seeing progression,
Yeah.
and I like that, and I like to see that for my grandkids and all of that stuff in the future.
Exactly. Well, we're getting a little
Right,
off, but
right.
I just want to add to that before we get back to the wrestling part, being downtown Detroit. You can look over to your left and you see this super futuristic looking building. And then right across the street, you see an old Gothic church.
Yes.
That I recently fell in love with.
Yes.
You know, I've been driving around a lot lately. You know, I Uber from time to time.
Uh-huh.
You know, that's what I do. But
Hey,
you know, I
ain't
get
nothing
everywhere
wrong
and I
with that.
see,
You're
and I
getting
see
paid,
all
right?
and I see all these beautiful churches.
Yes.
You know, there's just amazing. But right, you see the new Hudson's building that's just sticking straight up in the middle of Woodward.
Huck, can I
You know,
say this,
just
man?
beautiful.
Can I say this? You
Yeah.
mentioned that to me a couple weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
Rudy, man, I'm seeing these churches and blah, blah, blah. And I'm telling you, I was walking to the store just a few days ago,
Yeah.
and I stopped right there at St. Francis
St.
Cathedral,
Francis. Yeah.
right there on Buchanan. And I looked up, and I just got overwhelmed with what you were saying.
You felt the majesty,
I
and
was
that's
like-
like,
and I'm looking-
it's almost like ancient history.
I'm
you know?
looking at the fine detail.
The detail,
And I'm like-
the masonry, the bricks.
And I'm thinking, first off, this was made when they didn't have cranes.
cranes and possibly, but some of these that I see, man, they're made of stone.
Yes.
And they have these huge towers with a bell
I
in them.
stood
They look like ancient England.
I stood there.
But right here in
I
Detroit.
swear to God to you, I stood in front of that church for 5 minutes just looking at it, and I was taking it in, man.
Taking it in.
I was taking it. It might have had something to do with the mushrooms I ate the night before. The night before at Mötley Crüe,
Could
but
be.
that's another story that we're going to talk about on this episode. Yes, the crew was at the crew.
I'm just glad that Detroit has beat a lot of the stigma that when I was younger, suburbia was kind of afraid of Detroit, the murder city.
Yeah.
Let me say this, that I've recently become friends with people that live outside of the city of Detroit, and it saddens me. It saddens me that they're still afraid of Detroit. They're afraid of the name. They're afraid of, coming here, and they're afraid of, I'm like, I live here.
Yeah, man. I see a change though.
Oh, I do too.
If we're talking about suburbians coming back to the city.
Oh, me too.
In my neighborhood, it's like, it's not just a black neighborhood anymore.
Uh-huh.
And I'm right in Detroit. I live between Hamilton and 3rd.
You do.
Right in the hood.
Yes. But no one can afford those mansions.
Right.
over
Well,
there
I'm close to
white folks.
I'm close to the Boston Edison area. But like Webb and Burlingame, those houses are not as big as the Immaculate
No, I
as
got
mine.
you. I got you.
In Hamilton right there.
Yeah.
Right on the border of Highland Park.
Yeah.
So it's definitely changed.
I'm proud of my city, and
Yeah.
like I said, that night it was shining, man. It was beaming, man, beaming. So all of a sudden, here we go, man. Here's our crew. We're going to wrestling, man. Here we go. It was me, it was Huck, it was Carlito, and it was Santana. We were rolling small that night. So, anyways, we go. That's who went, right?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, and Drewski.
Yeah, that's right. Southwest Drew was with us.
Drewski was with us. That's right. how can you forget Drewski? You can after a few beers. He'll be sound asleep. Anyways, I love you, Drew. Anyways, so we get inside. Finally, we get inside. You know, I quit drinking, but Carlito and Drewski, they were pounding
them away
in the car. Yeah. And they were like, come on, just one more. And me and Huck were, like I said, two little kids. We want to get into the wrestling show. Let's go see our seats. You know, like two little sissies. But yeah, we love wrestling. But anyway, so back to what I was saying. So we get inside, and man, the electricity inside the Masonic Temple Theater was... I hadn't felt that way since I seen Prince there.
Yeah.
Many years ago. And just an amazing feeling. And I looked at that stage and to think, man, I seen Prince on that little ass stage.
Right. Same with me. Morris Day and the Time I saw there. Their first concert ever.
Man,
in Detroit.
So
Snoop Dogg on that stage.
You saw Snoop at Masonic? All right.
I was blessed. I got to wrestle in that building. I was really blessed. Against Necro Butcher, and we'll talk about him in a little bit too as well. But let me get back to what I was saying. So anyways, I got to tell you something. One of the most beautiful theaters in the world is the Masonic Temple.
I mean,
Theater
it's the largest Masonic temple in the United States, if not the world.
I believe so.
Yeah, over 1,000 rooms in the building. And that's another building is the way it looks too.
Yes.
It falls into that category that I was talking about. It's like ancient history in Detroit.
I hear you. I hear you. So anyway, I love the building. I love it. Let me say this though. One of the cool things about the Masonic Temple is they have the most incredible smoking section where you can partake in whatever you like to smoke in said smoking section. And I loved it because it's right on Temple, so you can see
all the people are walking by. Right, you know, the big park right in front.
Exactly.
You know, that was a little cool spot.
That's a cool spot. Okay, so then here's where it goes downhill for Rudy Hill. And I didn't even pay for anything, which, by the way, I'm thankful and blessed. Thank you, Carlito, and thanks to the crew, man. That, you know, I just got out of the hospital. They were like, well, we got you, man. I was, okay, cool. So what do you want? I'll have a Diet Coke, Diet Pepsi, whatever. So anyways, when they tell me the fucking prices for a 12-ounce
can I didn't know where you were going.
Diet Faygo. Are you listening to me, Bobby? Diet fucking Faygo, 12-ounce can.
A can.
$5 fucking dollars.
$5. I couldn't believe it.
Them son of a bitches, man. I'm like, these motherfuckers, man. Oh, and by the way, Carlito and Drewski, they didn't have very many beers that night because each beer that was a 12-ounce beer were $16.
Jeez.
$16.
No way.
That's worse than
that makes you want to quit drinking. I mean, damn. I mean, that pissed me off to the fullest. I'm like, this is fucking gouging left and right.
Oh yeah,
man. Real talk.
Oh yeah, it was, man. That's why I'm like, hey, don't bring me another one, please.
Right. You know what? I drank that one, and the whole night I was just like,
I felt guilty.
Well, I was like, man, I could sure use another soda, but I was like, there ain't no damn way in hell I'm buying it, and those cats ain't buying it either. I will sit here and I will just patiently
dry mouth
and doing cotton mouth. You mean
cotton mouth? That's what I'm talking about, right? But man, it was a great building. All of that was good. But yeah, I was so impressed with AEW.
AEW, let me say this. AEW, I haven't been kind to in a long time because I think they've made some really poor mistakes. The most two that are on my mind right now as I speak is MJF. He was the modern day Ric Flair, and you got him in some goofy shit, and then you got him doing some with Bobby Lashley and his guys, and it was just all dumb shit. You had the modern day Ric Flair, a kid who could work, who could go an hour, who who can cut a fucking promo almost as good as Rudy Hill. Let me tell you something.
You know, they started off good with him.
They
because he did a lot of good stuff with CM Punk.
Oh, my
I mean, it was
God.
compelling. They had a good story going on, and their matches were great.
Yes.
You know, I agree with you about MJF.
So them dropping the ball on MJF and them most certainly dropping the ball. And I'm not saying this because she is my friend, like I just said. Dropping the ball on Nyla Rose was the biggest mistake ever. Here you have one of the most, when you look at her, she's just like, wow, she's this woman is like the real fucking deal.
And she's just as good, if not better, than like Nia Jax.
Indeed.
You know, and I know Nia Jax isn't there, but she gets used better than Nyla.
Exactly.
And Nyla can go.
And Nyla can most certainly go. We brought her here in Detroit back in February or January, and let me tell you something. Her and Big Mama tore the house down.
Let her kick somebody's ass.
Let me say this, though, man. Tony Khan dropped the ball on them. But let me also say this. Tony Khan stayed the course. He did not let all of the side distractions get him to where he's trying to get to. And let me say this. I love Jim Cornette. One of my favorites. One of my favorite podcasts and everything.
Yeah.
But let me say this. Jim Cornette needs to give Tony Khan a break as far as I'm concerned. Because no matter what, no matter you don't like that style of wrestling, okay, I get it. There's a lot of shit on there that I'm like, I would never have this in my promotion. I would be sickened by it. And but he remained the course. He did not.
Well,
when CM Punk was leaving and Cody Rhodes
he didn't let it get to him. He moved,
right.
But you know what? Tony was new.
Yes.
He hadn't been in the business that long. Even though he had been around the business, had been a fan a long time.
Right.
It's a big difference than running your own promotion.
Of course it is.
So Tony Khan was still learning, and from what I've seen lately, he's learned.
I agree with that.
The crowd loves him. I've never heard a crowd cheer the same way for an owner like I saw him cheer for him. When Vince McMahon and his daughter and his son, the fans didn't. It was a different type of cheer.
Well, yeah.
You know, this seems like the fans really felt it.
I agree.
You know?
I agree with you there.
They were so eager to hear him speak on
exactly.
Thursday,
And you wanted to hear what he actually had to say because it wasn't a script. That's what I noticed. He was speaking from his heart.
Well, let me say this again. And by the way, I didn't get to go to the second day, but the first day I went and it was phenomenal. And kudos and hats off to you, Tony Khan, and AEW. What a great show that they put on with, let me say this publicly, with the B crew. Because there was no MJF. There was no, Swerve. There was no Swerve. There was no Prince Nana. I could go on and on and on. Who was it?
I don't remember, but we did leave. There was still another match to come.
Right. Okay.
So I don't remember what it was, to be honest.
But what I'm saying, though, is that Detroit, got the B crew. And that's okay because the B crew put it down, man.
They threw down, man. I was impressed with every match that I can remember.
Right.
You know, because it's been a week.
Right.
If it was 1975, I'd know. But it was a great show, man. And I gotta say it since you shouted out Nyla, we did go the next night, courtesy of my good friend Chris Hero.
Chris Hero,
he
man.
was able to come through and hook us up with tickets for the next night, and we enjoyed it. And it was for a different show. One was Collision and one was Dynamite.
Yes.
I think the second day was Collision, maybe.
Yes.
The second day was Collision.
And it was half the house.
Yeah,
but they were still very loud. Yeah, the balcony
open.
was completely open. The night before it was packed.
Yeah, it was. It was wall to wall.
Right. And these matches were good as well, but I would say this was, if that was B crew, that was C crew.
Well, I was blown away.
Well, didn't they just use the same guys?
No, there were some different people on the show.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
It was really good. I was really impressed. And, one of the matches, I don't remember, it was a triples match, but it was so good. It was
with Andrade, and that's who I was really impressed with was Andrade. You know, the rest of his name skips me. I know him as Andrade. Man, but he tore it up.
He's great.
Oh, my God. Him and Commander.
Yes.
Commander is awesome. And the agility on this guy, man, to run across the ropes and do a plotcher or hook or whatever he does off the top rope. Yeah. You know, he was amazing.
Those guys are really well trained. And everyone came out and did a damn good job, man. Shout out to Rhino that first night.
Oh man, Rhino got a huge pop.
Man, he got a big pop, and then the Insane Clown Posse.
Insane Clown Posse came out, and I guess they were there the next night as well.
The next night doing the ALS,
the challenge, the ice challenge.
Let me say this, folks out there, man, donate to the ALS Ice Challenge. Please donate, man. Rebel, who was a wrestler for a while in TNA. And that's where I knew her from.
Me too.
Where I got to know her really good. And she's suffering from this terrible disease. And I'm just asking you listeners out there, man, if you got it, please give a little something. Do what you can. And it was great because Insane Clown Posse was a part of it, and Rhino, and yeah, that was good, man.
Had a local feel to it.
Yeah, I loved it. What I would like to see more of on these local shows is that they'd use some of the local guys more, you know, for those dark matches and stuff, man. It really helps out a lot. I used to love to go to WWF, and I'll never forget it. The first night I went to see Hogan, it was Hogan against Kamala, and it was at Joe Louis Arena, man. And the first match was Buzz Sawyer and against Chris Carter.
I wish I could go back and see that.
Oh my!
Because it just seems frightening.
Oh my God, man. Do I remember the match? No, I don't. But I do remember the pop that Carter got. The boos, like, because he was on TV all the time.
Yeah, locally.
And George Cannon told Gorilla Monsoon, don't send him out as a baby face. He's not going to get cheered. And he was like, well, Buzz Sawyer's a heel. And he was like, this guy's a bigger heel, I bet. And he after the match, Monsoon told Cannon, man, you were right.
You were right.
You were right. You know your guy.
Yeah, I wish I could see that.
Shout out to Chris Carter out there listening, man. Thank you guys thank you for your support, man. Love you.
On Thursday, after they had Ring of Honor, and they were like, yeah, let's bring out some local girls.
Oh, that's right.
And then came out Allison Kay and her
my
wrestling
favorite
partner.
Right,
and Carlito immediately looked at me and just started doing this little dumping. Yes, the coffee motion.
Okay,
that was
for
different
you listeners,
than the first night.
For you listeners out there, Marty Bell and Allison Kay, they were at oh my God, they were at SummerSlam at the WrestleCon, and we happened to be there covering it for Rocks TV and for Throwdown Theater. So we're doing interviews, and I set up an interview with those two. So Bobby goes and he's got his bags and he's our big John Candy, bro.
Yeah. He's all happy.
He's our John Candy. He goes over, he's all excited to meet the girls, and he knocks over their coffee all over their pictures. And the face they made, I was like,
oh my God.
They were not happy.
They were not. Dude, man, the interview lasted 20 seconds.
20 seconds.
They were mad. They were like, all right. I was just like, I got to stop this.
It's not going to work.
I gotta stop it. So every time we see them or we talk about them, we always mention coffee.
I know.
And that's funny. They were there that night, huh?
I saw them in Indianapolis, and I turned
yeah, that's right at the convention.
Yeah. Every
He
time
went the other way.
I stay away.
That's too funny. But not only did we go to wrestling, you guys. Not only did we go to wrestling, man, you know what we did? We went to some concerts. That's right, man. Let me tell you something, how fucking badass our crew is. Our crew is small, and we keep it that way by purpose. And let me tell you something, it's small because we love each other and we trust each other. And we do for each other. I cannot tell you how many times these guys have blessed me in my life. And I mean that. And what I loved about this summer so far is every one of us were able to bless somebody with an event, to go out to, and Bobby immediately, they had a sale for tickets at a $30 cost, which included all service charges. So when they said 30, it was a $30 bill.
That's it.
That's it. So Bobby buys the whole fucking crew, tickets to Santana and the Doobie Brothers.
That was great. If I can't say it enough, thank you for, inviting me to that. Unbelievable.
It was one of the best concerts I've ever seen.
Let me say this, guys. Let me take you back to that day.
Heard.
Let me take you back to that day. Okay, so Bobby, I had mentioned on a Real Talk a few episodes ago, that I was wondering about mushrooms and this and that. So, anyways, Bobby, he comes with these candy bars of these dark chocolate, and I love dark chocolate. God, do I love dark chocolate. So he comes over and he's like, yeah, okay, man. So everybody, we're like, oh, we're going to party down on some microdose. I'm a microdose. This is what I'm going to do. So I take a little corner, like Bobby tells me. He says, you should just take maybe a little corner. It's, for your first time, man. It's microdosing. So I take the corner and I eat it, and I'm like, maybe it doesn't work for me, and I'm just, so then
waiting.
So then I'm not thinking, I'm having a conversation, and I'm eating this candy bar because I'm thinking
this is candy.
It's candy.
Right.
And then I'm like,
oh shit.
Oh, and then Carlito looks over, he was like, you ate all that? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, oh shit. And I was like, what do you mean, oh shit? What do you mean? He was like, I hope you're not busy for like the next 3 hours. So let me tell you something. That was my first experience with mushrooms. And let me tell you something. It was so one of the most uplifting spirits I've ever felt. And I felt like I was having an out-of-body experience. And with the music and the positive vibes around me and looking around at you guys, man, and I looked and I got a lump in my throat. I was like, man, this is my crew, man.
As you watched me sleep on the garbage can.
That was at Mötley Crüe.
That was Mötley Crüe. We'll save it for that.
We'll get to that party in a minute.
I don't remember which one it was.
We'll get to that party in a minute. But so anyways, man, then all of a sudden, here comes out of the pavilion, man, it's fucking Chris Carter, man.
Yes, that's right.
So, it's good vibes. I'm feeling good. And let me tell you something. My experience with mushrooms couldn't have happened at a better place. Santana was on fire. One of the most amazing sounding concerts.
Yeah, it was great.
Amazing sounding.
All the people, just the vibe,
Yes.
I was in a really good mood.
Oh, man.
It was having a lot of fun. It was everybody touching me.
And, it was just smiles everywhere you looked. There was no one with a mean mug. Everyone was just
everybody
happy.
just enjoying everybody's company.
So let me say this. Michael McDonald and the Doobie Brothers are amazing. They are amazing. And I want to tell you something, man. To see Michael McDonald on the same stage with Carlos Santana
That's right. He brought him out.
Oh, my God. I had a tear in my eye, man. I was like, I'm actually seeing this, man. And it was amazing. And again, to experience that with my brothers, man, and Bobby, like Huck said, man, thank you a million times. Thank you.
Yes.
So then at the same sale, the $30 sale, Carlito says, oh, yeah, well, watch this. I'm buying everybody Mötley Crüe tickets. So, man, I'm like, oh, shit, I love Mötley Crüe. I've seen Mötley Crüe maybe 20 times. And I've been backstage twice. And I was a guest of Tommy Lee's once.
Oh, nice.
It's true. In Spokane, Washington. Anyways, so... Again, man, here's one of those experiences. Here we go. We're rolling together, man. We're all in one car deep.
Yes.
We're deep in this car. Oh, and by the way, man, I got to shout out Fred, man. Fred was with us at Santana.
That's right, he was.
Fred rocked with us, man. And shout out to Fred, man. We're keeping you in our prayers, brother, man. We love you. So yeah, man. So we get to Mötley Crüe, man, and I'll tell you, I say, hey, look, man, I got a disability, bro. You might as well use it. Use that shit.
Right.
We pull into the
No, let me go back a little bit. Rudy was all salty.
I was
because
pissed.
I was late. I was late.
I wasn't salty. I was pissed.
He was pissed.
I was
because
pissed
I was like about a half hour late.
I wasn't.
Something like that.
I was like, the reason why we're leaving is so we're not in traffic.
It was like my girlfriend was mad because I was late. I went somewhere before I got to them, before our date. And she's standing on the porch mad at me. But anyway, I had to go back to that. But long story short, we get back to your parking spot.
We get premium primaries parking because I told Bobby, I said, when you pull up, just tell him, man, I got a disabled dude in the car, man. We got, yep, disabled. Keep going that way. Yep. Okay. Boom.
We got as close as we could possibly get.
We were maybe 5.
I mean,
cars
there were maintenance trucks right next to us.
Right. And
so after all that moaning, we got the best spot.
It was a cool spot, but my moaning wasn't about the parking spot. My moaning was about the fucking travel, because that was hell getting from 35th Street
it took us some
to
crazy
fucking
directions.
Michigan. That was crazy, man.
Wow.
But anyway, so Bobby again, here he goes with his happy chocolates. And I'm like, let's get down, James Brown. So I was on the phone. With a friend, and I was telling him, I said, yeah, I microdosed at the Santana concert. Carlito was like, you didn't fucking microdose. What are you talking about? You overdosed. So anyways, here we go with the candy. Oh, man, and the candy was good. It was good. I'm going to tell you something, you guys. Keep watching, man, because you may have a new candy at your mushroom store, your local mushroom store. Keep your eyes open.
That's right. Bobby's own brand. But you guys were microdosing, but I was the one that ended up crashed out on top of the garbage can.
Dude, I was like, it's Huck.
Oh,
okay?
man, it just all hit me.
I don't know a little bit of weed.
Well, quite a bit, but, I don't think I had hydrated enough.
Yeah.
That type of stuff. So, in my tolerance isn't nearly as high
Right.
as anybody in the crew.
Carlito sent medical away twice.
Sent them away twice. Yeah, they came.
Fine.
Right. Then I set up the last time. I'm good.
So, anyways, we're rolling with the crazy crew, man. I loved our crew.
I was out.
It was Huck. It was Bobby. It was me. It was Santana. And it was Tone. Tone. Yeah. Drewski didn't go. No, he was in the hospital. He had a surgery. Man, Tone got messed up, man.
Yeah.
Because they had to call medical on his ass, man.
Luckily, I had revived. By that point, I was revived. So I caught him just in time.
Yeah, and he didn't drink enough water.
Yeah, like
he drank enough beer.
Dehydrated and everything.
He drank enough beer, but he
that
didn't
can dehydrate you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You think you're,
No.
but
He worked that morning too, so he had been up since
6 or something.
He'd worked all day, and then he drank
same with me. I was up early like
Yeah.
that too.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. But luckily he was okay.
So, anyways, Tesla goes on. They murder it. Mötley Crüe comes on and murders it, man. Everybody, once again, another show where it just smiles everywhere, man. And seeing older women all in their tight skirts, and thinking that it's 1985 again.
Right.
I'm like, look at these bleach blonde, blue-haired.
But there's so many different people that walk by, man. I enjoy watching the crowd as they
people
go by.
watching is
the
great.
concert goers, you know.
Yes.
And like you said, you can tell they're there because they remember.
Yes.
They were teens or preteens even.
Indeed.
Watching Mötley Crüe. Yeah, that was great for me because I know of Mötley Crüe, but I'm not a follower.
Right.
You know, I can't name songs.
Right.
You know, but I definitely, I know that one.
Right,
You know what I
right,
mean?
right.
And I know how legendary they are.
Indeed,
One of
they
the
are.
most legendary, rock bands ever.
And we
Ever.
did get to
You know.
tailgate a little bit. So as I
We
know,
tailgate.
Oh yeah, we did.
we only saw one song by Extreme.
Yes, we did see one song by Extreme, and that was one too many that I seen. Yes, I said it. I don't like Extreme. I never did. I hated when Gary Sharon took fucking Sammy Hagar or David Lee Roth's place in Van Halen. That was a travesty. It was sickening. But anyways, man, there is so much that we've done, man. We've just done, and we're just scratching the surface, you guys.
August has just begun.
Man, and can you believe that August is already here? And by the way, I also heard it through the grapevine that Santana, Carlito, and Bobby Rocks will all be at the Marilyn Manson show with Rob Zombie.
Yeah,
Nice.
Pine Knob again.
So that'll be fun for you guys.
I've been
man.
brushing up on my Rob Zombie.
Man, you guys, hey man, and that's good, man. You guys all be joining each other in hell too together, right? Is that how that works?
For sure. It's gonna be a cookout.
That's crazy.
Oh man, yeah. I've seen both Rob Zombie and Marilyn Manson 2 separate times, and both of them put on phenomenal shows. And so you guys are in for a treat. That's going to be a lot of
Pine
fun.
Knob's easily becoming my favorite place to see a show lately.
That's because you've never
Yeah.
been to Shane Park, brother.
I love
We're
Shane
gonna
Park.
change it.
We are going to change it, man. We got to change it. You know, Charlie Wilson is coming, and Mary Jane girls. Man, there's just so much going on this summer. And by the way, you fans out there, man, thank you guys for joining us, man, and hanging out with us right here on this episode of Real Talk. We're going to put a bow on this one, but we're going to come back next week, and we're going to come back with something hot. I got something hot for y'all next week. You guys definitely want to be here. But thank you guys for all the well wishes and love. Bobby Rocks, would you like to say any shout outs, thank yous, and goodbyes, or all of that stuff?
I'd just like to shout out everyone who's listening. Keep listening and share this shit because it's real talk.
Indeed. Mr. A.T. Huck, the
Hey, Rudy, I
stage is yours.
do. I think it's something that we missed since this episode will be coming on soon. I want to shout out to Marty Funk on the loss of the legendary Dory Funk Jr.,
Yes.
who just passed away. NWA World Champion, when I first started watching, Dory Funk Jr. was the champion and held that title for close to 3 years, in a time, when the wrestling was wrestling. And his father, Dory Funk Sr., wrestled here in Detroit, and I got to see Dory Funk Jr. wrestle the Sheik, Bulldog Don Kent, Pampero Firpo, Ernie Ladd at Cobo Arena. I got to spend a little time with Dory Funk a few years ago down in Florida at his school for Bang Wrestling. And Dory actually, during a match, they just put me in the ring as Rick Matrix's manager. And Rick Matrix was, attacking somebody, and Dory Funk came in and cleaned the house with Rick. And as his manager, I got in the ring, so I got to hook up a little bit with Dory Funk Jr. He kicked me in my gut. I dropped down. He would put the spinning toe hold on me. So I'll never forget that, being in the ring, even though it was in this little small place, Bang Wrestling. It was just a little warehouse to be in the ring with Dory Funk Jr., Terry Funk along with you, his family, so my condolences go out to them.
Any other shout outs or goodbyes?
Just all the listeners out there, thank you for being patient with us, sticking in there with us. We got a lot going on that we have not announced yet right here in the Detroit area. And just keep on watching and keep on listening.
Absolutely. Thank you guys so much for rolling with us. You could be anywhere in the world today, but you decided to roll with us, and we most certainly do not take that lightly. And like my good friend, my brother, the one and only Bobby Rocks did say, share this with your friends, your families, and if you don't like it, then share it with somebody you don't like, but share it. And we appreciate your shares and love and all of that good stuff. thank you guys, man. Thank you for all your love. And you guys, for real, thank you so much, man. I'm a blessed guy. I'm a real blessed guy. And I'm thankful to be alive. And I'm thankful to be able to do this with people that I love. And for you, the listeners, man, we do this out of love. We do this out of love. So like I said, share it, comment, say hi. We'll say hi to you. We don't bite. Well, Huck does, but I don't. Thank you guys for listening. We're not here for a long time. We're here for a good time. Be good to one another. Take care of one another. Oh, my God. Let me tell you something. All praises to the one and only mighty God above.
Peace.
Peace.